we have to stay woke. Like everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah. We have to stay woke.
Gene, you're muted, just so you know.
God, I literally muted it.
And that's the show. Thanks for coming, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
I know I'm muted. I literally see. I'm only shout out Hal Brent for leather, the man that gave me the beautiful blazer, which is still in the closet. Were you going to tell me I was muted?
I was indeed, buddy.
I said life-changing shit. I mean, you guys know me. I hit the ground running. Yeah, perfect volume. All right, love you, buddy. Let's chat soon. All I said was, first of all, I can only do two things at once. Like I literally said, watch how seamless this is, Jim. And you know what else I did? Because I literally muted my mic 2 minutes earlier, and I'm like, well, I'll know to turn it on. I want to make sure it doesn't. And then I even sent you a message in the private chat. Like saying we're starting in a minute, right? Like this is how we do, right? And what happened?
This is why you need producers.
And that's what I was saying. I'm like, that's the show. I said Kamala's the dumbest fucking woman alive. And I said, welcome to Stencil Tuesday. I like how he keeps saying I said. And then I says, Mabel, I says, I guess we're just going to hang out with Stencil. I sent a link to Garrett and Steve, but the Garrett and Steve show is tonight. And of course, we're doing Impound Media tonight. We have to get you in there some night. We're doing it with one Rich Carucci. So wow. I'm girding my liver. And you know who might pop by? One that? Jimmy Schwartzman.
Your best friend.
What's that?
He loves everybody, I heard.
You're confusing him with Ray DeVito. Who by God damn it.
Don't get me started. It's early.
Let me tell you.
I've been on a warpath. Don't get in my way.
Well, a warpath about what? About fucking my lighter being what? First of all, can I get a huge Gino was right? I told people years ago, and I'm going to say Ray DeVito, Garrett and Steve aren't here to shit on me. I told you people years ago about that sociopath, and now they're dedicating entire fucking 2-hour movies to him, right?
I guess. I don't know. Listen, no, the psycho is the fun part, but it's just these shows are all slop now.
Yeah, there's nothing good out there. I mean, well, Garrett and Steve are great, obviously.
No, you guys do real shows. And I'm not just placating you, as they say, but you guys you do real shows. You talk to each other. You can watch it, but the whole show is watching clips or watching other people's show, and then on top of it, there's 60-year-old men talking about the same 60-year-old men going on, 2 years now almost. It's okay for a time, and it's just so boring. This is the longest I've gone without watching MLC since probably 2016. It's just unwatchable.
It is unwatchable, and it's like, look, I say this all the time. I'm not good at planning things. I have to fucking go through things. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just bear with me. I'm not good at planning my setup. Oh, that's a lot better. And like I've said it before. You could call it an excuse. You can call it an addiction. But I was watching these guys that I knew as comedians, and they were just. I'm like, what are they doing? And then they're lying about shit. Like, what are you doing? And then you see the puppet, the potato, and the orange who. Fucking, I'll watch them now, like if there's a little live button, because they're just guys that like comedians. They're like, what happened to these fucking losers,
Yeah, I'm a consumer. Like, I've said this since day one. I have fun, but I consider myself a consumer just like anyone else watching the shows. I'm on, I'm a bit of a man of the people and a mouthpiece of the people, if you will. I'll give you a mouthpiece. But I don't. I'm just a consumer giving my opinion on the content I'm here to consume. Like I don't plan. I don't. I wish I don't make a living off this. I wish I did. God bless you. But I do this for fun and to just give my opinion. So, yeah. I don't know what I was going with that. Where's Frankie?
I got to send Frankie the link. Well, you know when to send Frankie the link when he's 2/3 of the chat saying, "Where is everything?" Yeah. But then I come to find out, like, it's falling all over itself. Like, people, like, let's say, I had 63 people in here. And I'll tell you, Jim, I could give two fucks. I could give two fucks. Like, it's like, when people are like, oh, look at my numbers. Who are you talking to? What are you doing?
Yeah, same. And obviously you're on a different level than me, but even me, I remember when we started doing this, and I always did it for fun. That's my number one rule always. And I'm talking about our dumb little channel, Ski Mass Media. But I remember I was excited to get double digits when we get 10 people, and now we regularly get hundreds of views on our videos, and it's more than I thought we'd ever get. And but that's just it. But it's all view numbers and super chats, and it's also gay. Do you enjoy the show or not?
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do again. I'm just trying to get, like, I come on a Tuesday afternoon, and it's like, I want, first of all, because Keanu streams from this same apartment. I'm like, is that too much streaming? And then I'm like, well, I'm doing 4 streams a week. I'm like, is that too much streaming? Plus the impound media. It's like, I'm just going to fucking enjoy it and see what happens. That's all I've ever been good at. And I got to just stop stressing about it. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And then, when I start, I would never drive an Uber. And my car is in the fucking shop. Fucking the check engine light went on last week. And I'm like, no big deal. Fucking I haven't. And it was at 110,000 miles even. I'm like, no big deal. I'll take it into the shop. It's been a while. Guy, he's like, I got to fix these cords, this thing, blah, blah. 12 hundo. I'm like, 12 hundo's not bad. I haven't paid anything on this car. It's paid for. The insurance is, knock wood, really cheap. I'm like, that's good, right? Pay that every 6 months. I can survive, right? Fucking, it drives worse than it had before I took it in. And I'm not a good haggler. So I literally, you know what I'm good at? Just looking desperate. I went in and I just gave him the keys today. I'm like, it's running worse. It's worse. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, the idle's off. The cruise control shuts off. And he just looks at me. And I think there was some genuine pity for my confusion. And he might not fuck me over, but we'll see. We'll see.
Where'd you bring it? Chop shop?
2 blocks up to the guy I've been bringing it to since I worked here. Since I moved.
Dominican
here. He seems not Dominican.
Not white.
Certainly not white.
Certainly
not white.
They do the best work. They're laborious people.
But see, yeah, and circling, they do, and we'll see what happens. But circling back to what I was saying, so then I'm like, well, let me do what I like doing, rather than worrying about the super chat shit. Let me fucking give something for a price. So I started this $10 tier, right? And it's called Triple Distilled in Hot Water, where I'm going to watch old episodes. Well, damn if I don't go to put up the first episode last night, because I have a 1 terabyte drive of these fucking things. Every fucking episode, give or take 2, I think. And I'm like, let's start with the first one. Wouldn't you think, Jim? Wouldn't you think?
That's a good place to start, I suppose.
Let's start at the very beginning. That's a very good place to start. And I go to upload it on my Dropbox so I can view it. There's no sound. I go to fucking load it directly into the share video from the drive. It's corrupt. Then like the first 20 or so are like that. And I could have started at 30 or 40. I'm like, let me just hold off one day and bring it to Drew, because I'm going to see him tonight. And then start again. But I can guarantee everyone on that $10 tier, you will be getting two classic In Hot Water episodes.
And what's that? That's the Gum Fridays Patreon?
No. That, like, and see, that's another reason. Like, as much as I decry YouTube, I'm not Garrett and Steve have a Patreon. It's great, Gum Friday has a Patreon. We've had that forever. Me, Garrett, and Steve. But I'm not making a Geno Patreon or a whatchamacallit, a Impound Media Patreon. I'm not saying, okay, here's another, and a lot of people have been really supportive saying you should start one, but a lot of people are like, there's so much stuff. So I'm like, look, I'm just putting it all on YouTube and seeing what happens. So I started a $10 tier, which will give you 2 of those a week, And
I didn't even know you could do that. Shows what I know about business.
I was thinking of making $100 simp tier, but what that would really be is a $30 a month to YouTube tier. But You know, the more I think about it, the more it's worth it. I mean, it's just fucking, they do all the work. I mean, I'm losing to the very people I fought against. Like, yeah, they'll do everything and they'll mute this. They muted my pro wrestling yesterday, Jim.
I saw that clip. What was it? Yeah, my favorite. You know me.
Yeah, in fact, I really thought, oh, there's a $2 super chat. Why is Rob Saul going after your girl, Mikaline?
There you go. An active, my girl, how dare he? What's going on? I've been out of the loop a bit. I've been out living my life.
I can honestly say, and I would say, I've completely stopped watching it. And I love Carl, who are these podcasts, consider him a friend. I don't even watch him anymore.
Me neither. And I'm glad you said that because Carl was the first show, and I'm talking years ago now. I don't know.
You said this, yeah.
2016, 18. Yeah, I used to watch Carl because it was the one of a kind. Oh, yeah, I did say this. All right, I'll stop talking.
No, say it again.
I watched his show because it was a one of a kind show. I thought it was interesting, making fun of podcasts. And,
Getting lighter, keep talking.
Good natured. Yeah, look how big I am now. Yeah, I'm big. No, I used to watch Carl's show because it was one of a kind. He was the only podcast watching other shows and making fun of them. I thought it was unique. It was a nice extra podcast for my podcast listening portfolio. And
I'll
now
do
that everybody,
every 5 minutes if you're going to make those noises because I found that fantastic.
And now it's just every show, so it's just It's just I don't know. It's just boring. I don't know. It's just it bores me.
For a while, you know, it was engaging. It's like, what are these guys doing? It's, you know, especially, am I wrong to say this? Especially for someone like you who likes the pro wrestling.
Oh, I love it.
But after a while,
I just watched SummerSlam this week, and I was watching SummerSlam on a boardwalk in Asbury Park. We'll get to that.
Hey, how far are you from Brantford?
Less than an hour.
Mm-mm.
Just up 95. You smoking inside?
Jim, it's over. Jim, how much longer am I going to be able to afford this place? Let's be honest. You know.
Yeah, you're moving to South Carolina, right? It's
oh yeah, with Anthony and the firework money and the I'm getting money from the Ricadas. I will say this. I do enjoy the attention I'm getting in the Dabbleverse, though. I do enjoy it.
No such thing as bad publicity. I thrive off of it.
I mean, like the funniest thing, we were talking about this. I don't know if you know this. Alex Engelberg said I revenge porned her. And
I saw that.
And then it came out I revenge porned Everett. Like, I don't know what I did the past 8 years because I've just been sitting around collecting naked pictures of people, right? Yeah. And sending them out.
You show them to me all the time. You can't, off the camera, you just can't stop showing me pictures of people's girlfriends whenever we
That's
hang out.
all I do. Like, literally, apparently,
always have a boner.
At some point, I had a ton of naked pictures of Red Bar's girl Jules, and all, you know, I was literally sending. I think that's how I fucking paid my rent in 2014. I think I was just sending out pictures. I'm sure someone will clip that, but I do enjoy the attention because they're like, oh my god. I think there was a clip of me, and everything they show, I'm like, it wouldn't piss me off. Like, they showed a clip of me. You'll love this, in the car drinking out of a Folgers can. And they're like, oh, what garbage. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. Chendon, my friend. That's what I do.
Celsius. It's just Celsius. It's my third one of the day.
That's too many.
Yep. My piss is like neon yellow these days, but I'm in maybe the best shape of my life, folks. It's unbelievable. Thank you, Celsius, proud sponsor of In-Hot Water.
I will say this. I have been, what was I going to say? I have been fucking drinking a lot less just because I like drinking with people. And what am I going to do? Run in and just drink White Claw with Keanu at night? No, I'm out for that. I'll be drinking tonight. You're welcome to Crash with Carucci. Going to be down in fucking Impound Media. Got a bottle
Carucci
of
crash
J-Mo.
Something. That's
What's
sure.
that?
Carucci will crash something.
I think
car, a train.
It's amazing.
His wife's house. Crash in her house.
He must have a couple DUIs, right?
I hope so. I mean, I got 2, and I'm doing all right. I would imagine he should. Any real American should. You don't have one, but you used your high power, your globalist deep state ID to get out of a DUI or something.
Okay, this is a lie, right? Somebody just texted me a 917 number. Ray DeVito was on fucking MLC all day yesterday.
Apparently so. I didn't watch it, but I saw he was on after all that. After he would never be back. And who's it look worse? Here's a question. And I hate that. I know, whatever. We're talking about it too late. Who does it look worse on, though? Does it look worse on Ray that he came back after getting eviscerated for months and months? Or on Kevin saying he would never have him back on no matter what and he's done and blah, blah, blah? Who's the bigger bitch?
I wish Garrett and Steve were here for this, but you'll enjoy it as much as them. But they're used to my stupidity. I've been enjoying, 104 people. Thrilling. I've been enjoying watching Kevin Brennan's numbers plummet, because it bothers him. And fucking,
Well, it's all about numbers. It's all about numbers over there. It's all about super chats and numbers and this guy's
never
show.
lied about this.
Gay.
I've never lied about this, and I still we'll do this. I don't like this because you can't see. Do it again, Jim. Do it again.
Yeah, I'm big now. They call me Big Jim, motherfucker. Yeah.
Do it again. Oh, wait, I did it wrong.
You do it. Yeah. Come on, SummerSlam.
We're not doing it. So wrong.
Hey, it's my it's my welcome to you now.
Did you see yesterday the clip? It was already out. Me, Garrett, Steve, and Frankie, and I kept asking him what corner he was in, and as he was saying him in the top left, I'd be moving him to the bottom right.
Yeah, you're gonna break him one of these weeks.
I don't know. I don't think I am. But as I was saying, and Garrett and Steve would love this. They make fun of me. Like, I still get alerts when Pat Dixon is streaming on Rumble. I do, because I used to and I don't do it as much now. Because I fucking I'm just over it. Like,
your
I'm getting
teeth
over
start to tingle when he goes live.
Oh, I would go in and thumb down his Rumble. Boy, did I get him good. And look, I'm not lying. Do you want me to lie about it? Do you want me to not tell you what a fucking psycho I am? I'm like, thumb down. He's fucked.
You got him.
I got him good. So with whatchamacallit, Kevy Brenny, I'll get done here. And I'll check, I'll swing around. I'll say, hey, what's on the YouTube, people? And then you look down and he's got like 500 people, when we get done. We're not doing that. He's got like 500 people, and I know that drives him nuts. And so what I was doing, and this is where you laugh at me.
No problem.
I have 4 Twitter accounts. 4. It's insane. Because one was mine, and then I started a second one, not Gino Wink, because people would block me to see that because I was nuts, and then they'd block me on that. So I started a third, Gary Biscayne, right? And that caught on. So eventually I started a fourth, Gino Bis Washington. No, Eugene with 2 G's, Bis Washington, right? And
show them.
Oh yeah. And I use that. So what I would do is I would take screenshot. One time I took a screenshot of Kevin's numbers and I tweeted it with Bis Washington. But then yesterday I accidentally tweeted it with my real account. And it's like, what are you watching, Gene? And it was me being silly because I have too much, Yeah, that's all. You don't do anything like that? You're perfectly normal when it comes to this shit?
No, I do Twitter and Instagram, and I that's it. No TikToks, no Reddits, no Discords, no whatever the fuck else there is. No, I don't. I've been off Facebook since 2012. Yeah, I got shit to do.
Hellbrent for Leather. The gentleman. By the way, I'll read important tweets. I don't read push-ups. Can we just acknowledge Gino's always right? I am. And I'm also right a lot when I say I'm wrong. Trust me. There's times I'm like, I was wrong about that.
He was in my live stream the other day. Shout out push-ups.
Yeah, we were trying to get him hooked
2345. Good man, Jordan fella.
Is that what that is? It's Jordan's 2 numbers.
Oh, of course. Just throw a 9
I never
in there.
noticed that till you said it in your chat the other day. We were in there. We were trying to get justice for push-ups.
Right. That's right.
Fucking Hellbrent wrote, once you get the episodes figured out, could I buy them from you as a file versus being on YouTube? I've thought about doing that, but I think Aaron Berg will try
like a one price thing, one buyer, buyer take all. What do you think? 5,000? I'm not kidding. You got to go high. You only get the payout once.
Yeah, started Dabble talking numbers double, just saying. We weren't. Does that count as dabble talk? And then we'll get back to the price.
I don't know, but I'm glad put that back up if you don't mind. I like
I don't
it
mind
brings
at all.
up I appreciate. See, I see there's a place for super chats, by the way. I'm not saying no super chats ever. I'm saying if your whole show for hours is reading super chats, and I get you could say, oh, because we get a lot. Yeah, but you could also just run through them. Anywho, that's besides the point. Yeah, that's the other thing. You could sell out. Listen, I know how to get more viewers if I wanted to and buy into all this fake drama and boring drama bullshit. But I'm talking for me personally. I'm not speaking for Gino. But it's just, yeah, it's just not fun. That's what all these other guys do. They all talk about the same shit. And, yeah, they get more viewers. They get more super chats. But it's like selling your soul. It's fucking, it's just
it's not
boring
why.
and gay.
It's not why I'm telling. It's not why I got into this. Or should I say, it's not why I enjoyed It's not why I enjoyed falling ass backwards into this. Like I said it. If I learned anything during the lockdown, I'm the same guy behind this microphone, behind the microphone on stage, behind the microphone in a studio at a desk. And I just want to fucking joke around and fucking giggle with everyone.
Speaking about on stage, sorry to do an aside. The infamous, the hallowed ground of Stand Up NY stage is now New York Comedy Club stage. Will you continue to do your birthday show there?
Probably not. I mean that in a bad way. I don't mean like, no, fuck them. I think if I asked, they'd say, hey, can I do my birthday show there? They'd be like, probably not.
Just curious.
Yeah, it's again.
Do it at the Strip. You got good. They like you at the Strip, right?
I need to go by the Strip, and like I would like to. I think we should do like tomorrow night. It's funny you say that. Our buddy Nick Giordano, in Hot Water fan, owns a
legend.
bar.
Good egg.
What's that? Yeah, Good Egg owns a bar.
I known him since before all this. He mutual friends with Mead from Islanders outings years ago, and just so happens he's a fan of these shows. He's a good egg.
Yeah, he. That felt
nice, good. That's good.
He's got a bar down in St. Mark's, and he's like
Offside Tavern. Shout out.
Yeah, thank you. That is the name of it. I forgot it.
It's an Islanders bar. I'm an Islanders fan. You're an Islander.
And
Islanders
then you can tell me. He's like, there's a really nice room in the back. It's like maybe you could turn that into the studio once a week or something. And I said, well, let me see the space. Maybe we do what was I going to say? Maybe we do an In Hot Water live there. Like I used to do, and feel free to make fun of me here. I used to do a show called Quizzo. Thank you, big star.
I remember the clip.
Trivia show at a bar in the early aughts. And actually, I think I did it into the teens, but not even the teens. I think the 11s and 12s. And I'll be, trust me, it's going to come back. If this keeps up, it's coming back. But what was I going to say? Like, we could do a weekly In Hot Water live there. But I might be fucking just, and again, it's hard because Garrett and Steve, like we always knew, like the way they translate their show's great. It's really good. I'm not simping. I'm a big fan. And even though they call me, I watch it and I know they're calling up to call me gay or tell me they're gay. But like they're busy with that now. And it's fun to watch, like it reminds me of when you and Ski Mask got along. Is he dead yet?
Not dead yet. I can tell you. I said it on my stream, but nobody watches that. He did.
I was in there yelling justice for push-ups at Courtney, who yesterday I called the female Stencil. She's like
Courtney Brooke. Boy, she's great. She was on Sports Mask this last weekend. Go check
that out. That's what we're watching.
And she'll be back. She might be my new co-host, but no, yeah, she's great. She's funny.
And push-ups.
And she's hot.
Did you figure out who he is? Did you figure out who he is yet?
We met. He said we met. I need a picture. I'm a visual learner.
Push-ups.
I was in special ed.
Push-ups. Send me a picture of me and you hanging out at the bar if you have one. I'll put it up here, please and thank you, buddy.
No, Ski Mask had another seizure last week. Yet another seizure and bit his tongue. Yeah, I'm big. And bit his tongue yet again. So he said he'll be back soon when his tongue fully heals. It's black again. And then it was good timing because if you watch the State of the Union at Stancil of podcasting, and also on the YouTube channel. I said we're gonna start a new direction, so a nice reset. A good old seizure always fixes a podcast. That's what I always say.
Nothing like a good old seizure to get it going for
An
you.
alcohol-induced seizure. So he said he's got to change his ways. He said he'll be back. We'll see.
Watch me make this about me. You'll be proud of me. You'll be proud of me push-ups. Watch me make this about me being right. He makes me think like it's all a scam. Like if the pharmaceutical industry made everyone better, they wouldn't make money. You know what I mean? They wouldn't. So they want to keep you sick. But they literally said, am I wrong? They literally went up. Watch this. I'm gonna be ski mask, okay? And you be a doctor and say you have cancer of the pancreas, okay? Okay, ready? Here we go. And look at me and go.
I'm sorry, Ski Mask, Mr. Ski Mask. As your doctor, I have
What
to
is
tell
it, doctor? What is it?
You're gay, and you also have pancreatic cancer.
What was the first one?
You're gay.
Definitely. Wait, what was the second one?
You have pancreatic cancer.
Nah. Nah. No. What?
There you go.
What should I do for pancreatic cancer, doctor?
Probably just keep drinking and doing podcasts is usually what I recommend to my patients.
And why would I trust you, doctor? Aren't you a pro wrestler?
Yeah, Dr. Doom, you fucking pussies. Come on, I'll see you at SummerSlam.
Unbelievable. But this is what I mean. It's like, I've said this before. Vitamin D, you can't get enough vitamin D, whether it's sunlight, whether it's a supplement.
Oh, I was given some vitamin D this weekend, if you know what I mean, Gene.
I'm it sounds like you're making a gay, you got butt sex. It sounds like you're saying you got.
I did, but with a woman, actually.
Oh, like
How
a
about
different
that?
woman?
Who's to say?
I said a different woman?
Who's to say?
You are.
I don't butt fucking tell.
You were to say, and by the way, he sent me the shitty. I love Spirit on. He sent me the shittiest picture, the shittiest possible picture. But we'll put it up there. We'll put it up there.
Maybe he doesn't want his face up there.
So wait, am I to take from this that he does? He wants everyone but you. All 120 didn't do it. All 119 people in here, I would imagine, know who Spiridon is. I would imagine they do.
Oh, Spirit, wait a minute. Yeah. Throw him up there. I know him. I don't
think you do.
I think I do. He was always at Wet Spot, right?
What's that?
He was always at Wet Spot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to do this to me now? You're going to say you know he is now?
Put him up there.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes, and he was the one. He was the one. It was a great. He looks like, if you turn him sideways, he looks like the fucking hateful picture of the Jews they use. Right?
Yes, that's all you had to say. He's the meme. He's the Jew meme in real life. Yes, I know. Hold on.
You're saying
I got
instead
a call
of me going
coming
through
in.
all this trouble to show this picture, I should have said, "You ready?" He's the Jew meme. There you go. There you go. That's him right there. Look at this. There's our there he is. Look at that. That's me and Kiki on a blur. That's our boy. I forget his name.
Yes, I know him. Yes, the meme Jew in real life. The Jew meme in real life. I'll be right back.
Take
2
your time.
minutes.
How is the stream link bad? Good Lord. Hold on. I'm talking to Garrett. I apologize. I'll send a better one, but it's the same one I sent to Stencil. Please hold. While Stencil's away, we'll take down. Look at this. Invite Gmail. Garrett and Steve, I don't see what I did. How do I fuck this up? It shouldn't be. Boy, I'm so bad at what I do. I mean, I'm a plate spinner. That's what I do. Try this one. Join me on StreamYard. Excuse me, guys. Try. Yeah, this is like Seinfeld. Isn't there a villa in Tuscany? See this one. All right. Ha ha ha. Well, I sent it. Sorry about it. Or wait, did it work? Oh, okay. It did work. Oh, it did. Oh, now it's time to apologize. It did work. Did I do something right?
I guess so. The first time I went to it, it said 404, and then I try it again, and it worked. So I don't know if I did something wrong.
We were just looking at a picture of our boy at Drew's concert, the Dodongo show. You were there, remember?
You call yourself the boy now?
What do you mean the boy? Did I call myself the boy?
Your boy, yeah. So who we talking about? Spiridon?
Well, because whatchamacallit, Stencil didn't know who he was. Like Spiridon.
Yeah, Stencil. You know, I guess if you watch Wet Spot, he might notice him, but he wasn't really on camera that much, even on Wet Spot.
He sat there like during an entire. Do you know who? And you might know this. This isn't Dabbleverse shit. If you like, there's this chick Courtney Brooks. She does Chrissy show a lot, Keanu show a lot. She's in my chat a lot. Any idea who she is? Good looking blonde chick.
Just from Keanu posts and stuff like that.
She is like. Is that your noise in the background? I don't care, but.
Yeah, hold on.
No worry, buddy. But you're listening. She's like she is the exact her and Stencil, and I'm not trying. They should date. They're the same people. They're just normal people who don't like. They're like, hey, I'm just hanging out, and people grab them and be like, no, you're funny. no, you get on a screen and you talk, and you're not trying too hard. You're just being you, and that's Stencil, and that's I'll say because he's not here, then we can insult him. But that's Courtney, and she was on his sports match show the other day.
You consider Stencil normal?
Were you? I'm going to ask. So you enjoy this. Were you watching the show before you came on, Garrett?
No.
and I said you would have loved it because I was talking about like how I'm just doing this. The chat heard it, but just for your edification because they love you. I've told you how I have a couple Twitter accounts, right?
Is it 4 now?
It might be 5. I logged onto a Google wrong and I had some weird account, but it's not on my phone. It's 4. And I've told you how like I'm still sub to Pat Dixon's Rumble, so I can go in and hit dislike on it and then never watch it, So Brennan, I swear I don't watch Brennan anymore, but sometimes I'll go on my YouTube on my phone and I'll screenshot how many viewers. I did it once. I screenshotted how many viewers he had, and I sent it with my 4th account, Eugene Biss Washington, right, Garrett?
Right.
Well, then I did it again yesterday or 2 days ago, and I forgot to switch it, and I put it with my Gino account. So it's so obvious, like, yeah, you are watching. I'm like, I'm not watching, but it's like that's how dumb I am because I do that stuff, So
makes Stencil normal?
Well, yeah, I think that's as normal as I can be.
Normal?
Right?
He said you're a normal guy.
I'm fairly I mean, I don't know about that. Compared to what? You? Compared to Gino?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
You're of the same ilk as me, I would argue, right?
Yeah, I'm an ilk. Cecilia ilk. Sorry.
Do normal people eat out of the trash?
Ooh.
By the way, we should go by the studio.
Oh, I had some sweet trash in Jersey this weekend. Sweet trash out there in the boardwalk. People throw away gold out there.
Like, what'd you have? What'd you get?
The place is run by gays. Do you know about this, Gene?
No, tell me more, Jim.
Wow! Yes! The big one! Big Jim! Asbury Park, New Jersey. It's my show. Welcome to... welcome to In Hot Water. I'm going to invite 3 blacks in here, not be allowed back for a couple months.
You're doing it wrong. Show him, Garrett.
Yeah. Welcome.
That's why he gets. They get the views.
Watch you dummies. Hey! I got nothing.
Boo!
So when you say sweet garbage, getting back to Garrett, who actually asks questions and pays attention,
trash.
Was it like candy garbage, or was it like a good crust of pizza or something? What is
candy garbage? No, we're talking real food. A few leftover. Well, fries were a big thing. Easy to find fries on that boardwalk there. Fries are easy to come by. Some nice pizza crusts. Yeah, I actually had some pizza crusts out of the garbage. I was half drunk and I was hungry, and I wanted to save a couple bucks. But do you know? Are you familiar with this Asbury Park, New Jersey?
Yeah, it's a Bruce Springsteen album when he was still good, right?
Well, he started at the Stone Pony there, which is the whole reason we were there. Then they
Not
canceled.
to be confused with the Pink Pony Club. I'm a
No,
member of the Pink Pony Club.
I don't know what that is.
That's
Something gay.
It's like a gay song Keanu listens to, and I'm not going to lie to you, I really enjoy it. Pink
Well, that-
Pony Club. You're singing it, chat. Shut up.
No. Well, that place is also gay, so I guess it could be called the Pink Pony Club. But apparently it went to shit, and then it was the gays moved in and built it back up, and now it's reputable again. But everybody's gay. A guy in front of me in line got a hot dog, and I'm not even making this up. It's two gay guys are making out, and in front of me in the line, I almost got in on it. And then they got a hot dog and said, "Now that's a schlong."
Hold on. You two talk. This is my car service. I want to see what's going on with my car.
Do it. What do you mean, talk? Put it on speaker.
All right. I don't want to get sued.
Well, I
Hey,
can't
buddy,
yell things on YouTube.
Did you figure it out, buddy?
Yeah, the problem for the
Spick.
spark plug and the ignition coil.
Is that bad? Is that bad?
Looks like, yeah, is the ignition coil is short. Number 1 and number 2 cylinder.
This guy works on your car.
One coil pack. Gotta change the whole coil pack and all 4 spark plugs.
Oh, so okay, that doesn't sound that
Four
bad,
spark
right?
plugs. What a faggy.
Yeah, not sound bad. Yeah, but they have to replace this, and then we drive it.
All right.
Haggle, Gene.
Will it be done tomorrow?
Tomorrow should be done.
Ask how
All right.
much.
Give me a call. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome, sir.
Wow, what a fucking pushover.
What?
You didn't ask the price. You didn't ask why. I mean,
What's it matter? What's it matter?
haggle. Say, listen.
What would you?
I got a cousin at ICE. You fucking
hold
piece
on.
of shit.
Hold on, Garrett. You be the guy. Tell him it's the. I want to go back and watch my in-out water guy. Clip that so you can see my face. Like every and. It's like every and is more distressing than the and in a Stephen Conte.
Real quick, Jaquan G, I just saw. He said he definitely rides a jet ski. Yeah, that guy fixing your car definitely rides a jet
All right.
ski. All right, sorry.
Garrett, your line to Steve is it's what is
Steve.
it? It's everything. Say it's the coil in all 4 spark
Call
plugs.
Steve, Garrett.
Quit bragging that it's a 4-cylinder. All right, so you say it's a coil in all 4 spark plugs, and then hold on, we'll even do it right. Your line is it's the coil and all 4 spark plugs.
Ring! Ring!
Answer the phone, Stencil.
I'm Steve. I'm playing the role. You said Steve.
You're
I'm playing-
You're me, and he's calling you. All right, got us back to one. All right, here we go.
Ring! Ring!
Hey, buddy.
Hello, sir. This is mechanic.
Hold on.
Hey.
Hey, so it's the ignition coil, the knibbling pin, the spare tire, and all 4 spark plugs.
Oh, quick aside. Am I doing what you should have said, Gene, or what?
Yes,
you
you're
did-
being, and this won't take much. You're being a better me. Hold on, back to
All
one.
right.
Ask him what the problem is again.
What's going on with my car? Hey.
Thank you.
You got a bad ignition cable. The knibbling pin is loose. 4 spark plugs, bad.
I thought you were gonna do the spare tire bit again.
And the spare tire's flat.
Hey, well, that's all great, buddy, but I just had it in there last week. How did you not find this before? Why am I going to pay you all over again? Hey,
Hold
my
on,
dad's dead. And so's my
Hold on.
mom.
That's good. I'm gonna write that down. Why? Okay. There you go. Before and.
You were here last week. I don't remember this car. You trying to scam me?
Yeah, it's a gay car. It's a gay-colored car with only 4 pistons in it.
Oh, yeah. I would know that car.
Note, it's a gaily colored car. It's an adverb. All right, back to you.
1 second, sir. Do you live in this car?
Well, I haven't in a while, but I did for a time, and I also have to live in it twice a week when I move it for car cleaning or street cleaning, whatever the fuck. Hey, my dad's dead.
By the way, I would have added in the joke, rats lived in it up until last month. All right, back to you. Here we go.
Well, it's going to be $8,000.
It might be, by the way. That's a concern. It might be $8,000. How much you think it'll be? How much? Anyway, back to you. It's 8,000, Gino.
Well, you just banged me for 1,200. I mean, there's got to be something we could do on the price. It was just there, and you didn't get it. So what can we do on that price? Can we knock it off? Can I get a free car wash at least or something?
Yes.
Hey,
Free car wash. That's a deal.
So
good.
What a haggler.
Gene, I just got more than you got.
and
Rack me.
soon, shout out to pro wrestler fucking Jim Stancil. Win at all costs. The next Bret the Hitman Hart. Fantastic
The
stuff.
best there is, the best there was, and the best that will be. My brothers fell off a roof and's dead.
How much? There's
Got to get that tape, by the way. I've
way-
been trying to find that tape for 2 decades.
Ignition coils cost like $25.
really. Hey Alexa, how much does a ignition coil cost?
Ugh.
$100, Garrett. $100.
What does this guy
All right,
charge
I
per
Googled
hour?
it.
What's the labor cost? Get me off of this one box. I don't like this.
You're not in a one box. What are you talking about? Oh,
I'm-
I'm sorry. That's right. Garrett, show him how to. Okay, never mind. By the way, it's going to. We're giving everyone fucking a headache now. What was I going to say? I think he charges. What do you think he should charge an hourly rate? I finally looked it up the last time. Like I did the math.
100 to 125.
$90.
All right.
Right? That's good. You just made my day. Like I'm stealing. Fucking see that? Actually, he charged.
Yeah, he just makes up shit instead. Makes up for the money.
What was-
yeah,
what
you
was-
need a king. You need a kingpin.
So no, the canoobler. What did we need? The canibbler knob?
Call him back.
Knibbling pin.
You won't call him back and haggle. Say, hey, wait a minute. I was just.
I will not pay for a knibbling pin. How'd I do? Did I get it? Is that good?
I'll put. I don't have any money, but I'll put anything I have that guy's right. That he owns a jet ski and goes out in the Hudson River on the weekend.
Why would he do that? Why would he go out on the Hudson
Did you
River
hear
on
him?
a jet ski?
Did you hear his voice?
He's a pretty normal dude. The other day I was there and he was eating French fries. He was just living his
Out
best
of the
life.
trash?
No, I was eating it out of the trash when he gave me a $1,200 bill for a broken nibbling pin. Garrett, how do you think I felt?
You should have asked the price, because what if the price is more than the price of the car?
Yeah, call back. Seriously, call back and just say, hey, real quick, what do you have the estimate for that?
I don't need to do that because
What if he says 5,000? It's like
Yeah.
Garrett said.
say 5,000?
What if he says 2,000 still?
I'm gonna.
Someone in the chat just wrote they just had it done in their truck and it was $13,000.
It's got to be true. It's in the chat.
Don't make. Oh, look at you! You can never have to look at Courtney Brooke hitting on our boy. By the way, I
You
can't.
stay the hell away from her push-ups.
Chat seems to be gummed up right now, much like my nibbling pin. Hi, Gino. I'm ready right now. You will send me the link right now.
List of demands.
Yeah, I was actually banned from the Cherry Hill Wawa for trying to haggle us down on a piece. I had a Dutch Master or something like it the other day.
Shout out the. Why are you smoking Dutch Masters? Those are made to roll blunts.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I was out of cigars. This was like
Oh my
This is
God,
like-
you're addicted.
months ago, and
You need
Keanu,
help.
Keanu needed cigarettes. I'm like, I'll go get them because she was streaming. So I go down the corner, a block. It's 1 block to the cigarettes, 2 blocks to the nibbling pin.
How far to
And
the crack?
And I go, do you have any cigars? Because I'm just craving one. Honestly, I hadn't had one in a couple days. And he goes, we have this. And it was so cheap. And I'm like, it can't hurt to try it. And it was disgusting. And why wouldn't it be? But I'd never in my life tried one. I'm like, I'm like, well, I don't have a major cigar palate. So what would it hurt? You know?
It's just crap. It's
It
just literally,
was.
it's made to take the leaf off. You're not supposed to smoke them. You
Yeah,
should
it
have got
was-
at least a black and mild.
It was unsmokable. But it was like, it's something I just had to try. And probably better it didn't work like that.
You're smoking in. When did you start freely smoking in your apartment away from the window?
A little after the lockdown. But the beauty of my apartment is, by the way, Keanu's suitcase is still there. I'm getting concerned. The beauty of my apartment, that's a callback to yesterday, is it's just 3 rooms, you know, and
Yeah.
it's very easy to cross ventilate. So I never
You have windows on either side?
windows on both sides.
Wow, somebody's doing well.
And fucking like much like my fucking knibbling pin car, it's got windows on both sides, you know. And
Speaking of, I got a. I'm sorry, I have ADHD. Speaking of doing well, I have a picture, an exclusive picture
oh please,
of Bill Schultz on the job site.
are you kidding? We showed that last week. Tell him, Garrett.
Oh, you did. Me,
Yeah.
like I said, I've been on vacation.
I don't mean to brag, but Bill,
Pick it up.
hold on, fucking cover me, guys.
Nope.
Nope. I mean,
Oh God.
what would Gino talk about?
Oh
Probably
my
something
God! You know
about
what's
Simone
that with
Biles.
Amazon?
Woo, you're back.
Thank God. Oof.
It's my show. I'm in this. Fine. You do it then, jerk. I'll just smoke a cigar.
No.
What happened to Monday's episode?
By the way, there were two things that were wrong with it that were banned. We couldn't show the pro wrestling, and we knew the other one. We played Morton Downey Sr.'s Shillelagh song. Remember?
That really, yeah, but that's just like you can't monetize it or something.
Right, but I didn't realize till Steve said it. Just hit the button, and I literally did it from my phone. I was jumping rope, and it's like delete it, trim it. You just go in there, and it does it for you, so it's back up. But they had to take out the pro wrestling and mute the Shillelagh song.
Oh, all right, yeah. Then send me the link so I can post it when you can.
Oh yeah, I will do that. Jesus Christ, we were talking about that before you got here, because I wanted last night. I wanted to put out the first tier. You know, like I added that $10 tier, and I'm gonna watch fucking old episodes. But the fucking first like 50 or so episodes don't work right. Like when I save them to Dropbox, there's no volume, and when I put them right on the thing from the, I called Drew. They didn't work, and I'm like, I could start with, oh my God, the first one at the top. It's literally, oh, I wish I had it. It's an episode of Alex. You know, it's insane, but it's gonna be great, and I'll definitely get 2 out this week. But I'm just doing it on YouTube because you got your fucking Patreon. And we have our Patreon. Like, I don't want to give people more fucking Patreons, you know?
Yeah.
Plus, we don't want to water down the Garrett Steve. Hold on, I'll put it in the banner since you're here. We don't want to water down the Garrett Steve Patreon project, which is knock wood. It's pretty good stuff, Garrett. I don't have to tell yous twos. Although I heard the 2 hosts came out as gay last night. They called me up and told me they were gay.
No.
Yeah.
They did. They did.
It's true.
It's true. And they
It'd
made
be
me
funny if your mechanic calls you up and calls you gay.
hey, faggot, I'm going to canoodle your pin for an extra. I might as well be. He's fucking me every other week.
Yeah, he's taking you for a ride, no pun intended.
I just, like.
How long have you been going to this fella?
A long time. Since I moved up here, probably 6 years. And I'm telling you, let me ask you guys this. You guys, and the chat as well. How often do I say, oh, I had to take my car in the shop again? And let's hope that doesn't become the norm. But he fixes it. Like one time I came in, he's like, yeah, it like cost barely anything. It was like $200 to do a whole tune-up and stuff. I still say tune-up because I'm old. He's like, next time you come in, be careful because he said 3 different things are coming to have to be checked. And that was like fucking $800. This one blew me away. So we'll see. If I start saying this every 3 months, then we got a problem, knock wood. Am I wrong?
All right.
Is it all right? By the way, speaking of I have a problem, I wanted to ask you guys this because you're pretty smart football guys. Like, is it time for me to start shitting my pants over like I haven't been following it. I don't like to look. Like Justin Herbert is kind of fucked up, or am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean, what did he miss? I saw he's missed 3 weeks, or he's missing 3 weeks of preseason.
I heard
right?
like it's plantar fasciitis, which like everyone has that nowadays, right?
I mean, again, I'm no doctor, but I do play one on YouTube, and I was a National Academy of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer for many years. And a plantar fasciitis is something you're going to want to worry about, Gene. It's something that can flare up at any time. It's a lingering thing, so you might be totally fucked. Who's your backup?
Oh, Easton Stick, as in
What?
boy, yeah, he stinks.
Yeah.
But we also
Is he
I don't know-
black at least?
what's that? No,
Ugh.
I think he went to the same school as Carson Wentz, like North Dakota State or South Dakota State, and I don't even care what that is, but he stinks, and we also
Hey Mira, look at this and tell us what to make.
What?
Your mic got fucked up. Yell into your microphone.
did it do it again?
There you go.
There
Now
you
it
go.
works.
Something's going on with this. It might be her laptop.
Yeah, I remember like when Santonio Holmes was on the Jets, I think like 2011 or something, he got plantar fasciitis and he like kept trying to come back and he kept re-injuring it and he was pretty much lost for the whole season.
Yeah,
Correct.
see, and that, like, but it happened to Danny Dimes. Like, it happens to a lot of guys, and it's like they play through it and stuff. So then I heard about this like a week ago, and they're like, he's in a walking boot, and I didn't care. And then the more and more shit I hear, it's like it could be a lot worse. It's like, well, the proposed timeline, it's hard to forecast. It's unclear how severe it is, how much pain he's in. Even if he
Good morning. Stacking the box is now a morning.
This is what I get for fucking using the bulk.
Or stream sniping.
By the way, I never use bulk beat because it's one of those. I'm sure you guys are Jets fans. Like, do they have like their own page where no matter what they say, they make it sound like the Jets are going to win their third straight Super Bowl?
Grinder.
What is it?
Grinder is a gay joke. They're all fags. I don't know. Fuck Fireman Ed. That's all I know.
There's like there must be a page like Garrett. Like whenever it's a Jets story, you're like, I'm not even reading this because they're just going to act like they're about to win the Super Bowl.
They are.
You're missing my point, buddy. You're missing my point.
Aaron Rodgers has been throwing TDs all training camp. It's great.
Looking good. Nothing
Yeah.
can go wrong, right, Garrett?
Nothing.
Smooth sailing ahead. There's never been an issue in Jets land before. It's
And they
all
got-
usually what it seems like it's going to be.
It always turns out the way I hope it would.
I'm going to blow my head off. I guarantee it at some point. Allegedly. You too.
By the Chargers fucking have their speaking of what is it like throwing touchdowns in practice? That's the whole thing. Like it's practice, and I know you're being sarcastic, but the guy the Chargers drafted, Quentin Johnson, their number one receiver, he can't even catch passes in practice. You know, like you know how like dumb people like they tell the fans, oh, he had an amazing training camp. An amazing training camp where they're not wearing pads 90% of the time and no one's hitting anyone. Fucking whatchamacallit, the Quentin Johnson is making the Chargers cornerbacks have an amazing training camp. Fucking what a joke. And that's what I was saying. Now I remembered. Like the remnants of Brandon Staley, our third string quarterback, since you asked, Jim. Last I heard it was Max Dugan. Dugan, which means shit. The guy they got from they drafted the entire TCU offense last year. Quentin Johnson, Gabe Davis. I think it's Gabe Davis. Gabe Itches.
Gabe
Itches
Davis was the Bills receiver.
I can't think of the Chargers receiver. I always Chargers.
Mike Williams.
God, he's a Jet, isn't he?
That's right.
Chargers wide receiver TCU, Darius Davis. Excuse me. They literally drafted last year. They basically drafted the quarterback and two wide receivers from TCU. Quentin Johnson, Darius Davis, and Max Duggan. It's terrible. Let me make sure. Chargers QB TCU. Max Duggan. Chargers selected Duggan in the 7th round at 239. He played for TCU where he won several national awards in the Big 12, which is spelled OFFENSCE. I didn't spell offense correctly. Oh, wait, Frankie messaged me. You will send me a link. Hey, Gino, you will send me a link to In Hot Water right now.
Jeez.
All right, let's send Frankie. How long has it been? Frankie, it hasn't even been an hour. He gets antsy. He wants to hang out with you guys. Am I sending him the link, guys?
I don't know. I don't know how anything works.
Yeah. If you want to.
It's your show.
Is it? By the way, is the market still crashing?
I didn't check.
I don't know. That's a nice thing about not having money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. God, tell me about it. I saw a clip, by the way, of whatchamacallit in my feed of our boy not having money. Speaking of which, Gavin McGinnis talk. Yeah. How can I send Frankie the link when we got a party? The band is back together, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hi, Niggs.
Steve, when fucking whatchamacallit, Danny Dimes had plantar fasciitis, did he miss any time?
Yeah, it was awesome. He missed a lot of games. We put in a backup that somehow was way better every fucking time.
Well, he was black.
A black backup. Even the fucking WAP dickhead Tommy DeVito, whatever the hell his name is.
Tommy
He was
Cutler.
even better than Danny Dimes. I'm so sick of him being the quarterback.
You're right. That was last year. That's what led to all that. Danny Dimes had plantar fasciitis, right?
Yep. Go Big Blue.
Yeah. Go Susquehanna.
He had a concussion. He fucked his knee up. I think Danny Dimes' season ended last year when he tore his ACL.
Jeez.
And then
in addition to not being the best quarterback skill-wise, he also is frail like an old lady and he falls apart and it's on and off the field 10 times a year.
Yeah,
So I
think
really
he
don't
also has
see
a
why the
mental
fuck
handicap.
they're dumping $40 million on this retard when we had a running back that could basically run the entire offense himself.
Philadelphia Eagles, Saquon Barkley.
Can't wait to play him twice this year. Can't wait to have Saquon Barkley shove it back up our fucking asses twice this year.
Who is your – so Danny Dimes is your star. Oh, my God. Do you know what your quarterback depth chart is, Steve?
Danny Dimes, Tommy DeVito, and the janitor.
Ray DeVito.
Actually, I have bad news, Steve. Tommy DeVito couldn't beat out the janitor. And by the way, you're not wrong. Fucking the backup quarterback, number 2, is Drew Lock.
Oh, that's right. They were excited to get him, too. They're like, oh, Drew Lock's going to be a great backup for us. Why? He's never been a great quarterback backup or any of the anywhere he's been. Why on a shitty Giants team is he going to be great?
Why do NFL front offices, and I guess they do because most fans are they treat the fans like idiots. Didn't they just put out an article saying, yeah, we have no regrets about signing Danny Jones to that huge contract? You have to say that.
Or else you look even more retarded than you did when you let Saquon go in favor of Danny Dimes, who is coming off an ACL injury.
Yeah.
May literally never play the same again.
And
he wasn't that good to begin with.
NFL owners can't make enough money because they always do two things. One, they put out, am I wrong? They put out press releases like that saying, God, we're thrilled to have Danny Dimes. But then and I got this from Colin Cowherd, who I can't listen to anymore. He's so fucking, he'll be talking, but and the vaccine saved millions of lives. But he says it. He's like, they'll say shit like that, but they'll also make sure they leak stories to the press. They'll leak a story to the press. If Danny Dimes doesn't do well the first half, he's getting fucking cut. Or he's, or we're replacing him with Drew Lock. And then they'll be like, we didn't say that, but they did. That's how the NFL works, in case you guys were taking notes.
He's guaranteed $82 million, so I don't think they're cutting him anytime soon.
No, they are not cutting him. They're literally trying to build the offense around him because they've dumped so much money onto him.
But wouldn't, oh my God. With your top running back, Devin Singletary?
Motor. They call him Motor.
Yeah, but here's the good news, Steve. You signed the best tight end in football, Darren Waller.
Is he retired fully yet, or is he still on the fence?
He just quit. I think his retirement speech was "fuck this." I think he literally said that. He said "fuck this."
He did a shitty rap song. He got dumped by his either wife or fiance or whatever she was, and then he decided, I hate football now. The one thing I was kind of decent at.
Is it possible? He it's almost like
the Giants have swapped places with Jets this year as the cursed New York team.
I'll compare it to the fucking Chargers. Keenan Allen fucking got so sick of playing. He was the longest tenured Charger. He played all those years under Staley where they spent all that money and the guy sucked. And then this year they get Harbaugh and fucking, of course, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack are like, we'll take fucking restructured deals. We want to play for this guy. And fucking Mike Williams was gone. He couldn't wait to go to the Jets. They bought him a bagel or something, as you just said, Garrett. But when they went up to fucking Keenan Allen, who's fucking had it, they're like, we want you to restructure your contract and take a pay cut. He's like, I just had the best season of my career. No way. They go, all right, then we're going to trade you. And he said, good. And I feel like that's how Darren Waller was with the Giants fucking offense. Like, I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm not getting the football. It's like, fuck it, I quit. Why am I fucking getting head injuries to fucking watch, Danny Dimes fucking run the ball?
Yeah.
Preaching to the choir.
But
I forgot that Danny Dimes is not our quarterback. He's actually our RB1.
He is. Remember last year we made fun of our dear friend Stuttering John, who kept saying, got the number 1 running back on the Giants, Saquon Barkley with the 8th pick. Translation, he auto-drafted him because he didn't know what he was doing and was trying to convince us.
Yeah, I did the same thing last year, so I can't really make fun of him. I auto-drafted Saquon and Tony Pollard. Those are my top 2 picks. Well, you guys don't like Emerald? On
No.
Roku Live TV.
That's Johnny Mills had a good point. Is it really in hot water without gay porn? Someday I'm gonna find a way to fucking. I'm not, but I'd love
Do
to.
you remember?
I'll show my
when,
balls.
I think it was one of the first times I was the producer for In Hot Water. One of the first characters Aaron did with me was Emerald Lagasse. It was just
Farting.
Emerald, and he was farting the whole time. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was saying before you got here. I tried to. I have that $10 tier because we're not going Patreon. You guys have that. It's great. And I'm gonna put up 2 old episodes a fucking week. And I went to put up like episode 1 last night, but it didn't translate. But I'm sure that's gonna be a bumpy ride. Like when I'm like watching along, being like, all right, I'm gonna do the first few not live because I'll be like, all right, gotta stop. Because they're just a giant. There's a guy. Who was the guy that he'd be jerking off and he'd come? He would try not to come, but he would come right before we picked up the phone.
Well, that was OnlyFans star Curvy Barry.
Kirby Barry. That's right. And it was the guy that was really in control. I bet you can't remember this. He was really in control. And when he came on, he would just jerk off on the stairs and leave. Remember the fat guy that would jerk off on the stairwell?
I can't remember if he had a name even, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's like, yeah, I left him. I think it was Kirby Barry's neighbor, and he had him watching the house, and he would just go, and he like, hey, I'm watching the house. He would just jerk off, like, God, and God, I gotta find a way. Maybe I might start. Ready for this? In OnlyFans. Someone said it. Start an OnlyFans. You can put the video on the OnlyFans, and then we could have the guy. Just remember the guy that could only come if he was staring right at me.
I don't remember that. Was that just Aaron?
Yeah.
Little column A, little column B, Steve. But I don't remember who that guy was, but I vividly remember he would have to look right at me and aggressively jerk off to come. It was kind of funny. It was actually very funny.
I remember Oreo Connor used to jerk off behind a newspaper.
God, Oreo. Remember when we thought Oreo Connor would eventually come back to broadcasting, but he ended up just, once he left, he never came back. He went to Texas, and then he never came back to say that's the way the cookie crumbles.
He had a lot of jobs.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to revisiting the catalog, but like I said, I got to take it to Drew. Like the first 100 episodes, when I put them on Dropbox, there was no volume. There's no sound, but they work. Like when they're just on my, like they're on the file and they play, but they won't transfer. I don't know what it is. Drew will fix it.
So what you should do is you should try to read the lips and then fill in what everybody says with your voice.
Yeah, dub it over.
That's not a bad episode.
Gino dubs.
By the way, I think my book came in the mail. I'm gonna go downstairs, grab it. Let you three talk. I'll be back in 1 minute. Hold on.
His
Talk.
book?
Oh boy.
What does he mean?
Jesus.
His book came in the mail.
Oh no!
You guys just want to watch Emerald?
Maybe I didn't leave yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just watch Emerald. Oh, what the? What? Anyway, did you hear that Gino getting hosed by his mechanic, Steve?
No. What happened there?
Oh, he just banged him for $1,200 last week. He just called him to tell he needed a new clothespin, and Gino didn't even ask the price.
Oh God. Yeah, well, this is why I got a new leased Hyundai, because I had a feeling I was going down that very same road where it was my car was basically a cancer patient that once I brought it to the mechanic, it was going to continually need to go back. It's too old. The computer, like too much of the shit embedded in the electronics was wrong with it. And sounds like Gino went the other path, and he's now just going to be paying every other week.
In contrast, I forgot about this. I got a freebie last week. I brought my car in for service, and they took so long they didn't even charge me. Rack me.
Wait, what?
I brought my car in just for regular tune-up, regular service, nothing crazy. And usually an hour. I just wait there. It ended up being almost 3 fucking hours.
Oh.
And I gave him, as a man who works in customer service and has forever, I don't like to be a male Karen. But I was like, yeah, that took. You guys are usually good, but that was fucking crazy. And he was like, yeah, no charge this time. Sorry for the wait.
You think they just forgot about your car and forgot you were there?
Exactly. Yeah. This happened yesterday with me with my goddamn food too. I'm getting sick. I think I'm too nice in real life, and people just take advantage of me. So yeah, getting tired of it.
What happened with your food?
Well, we had a few drinks and we ordered food, and 20 minutes later, we didn't realize we didn't have the food. We were a bit tipsy and realized we didn't have the food, and I had to ask, and then all of a sudden it was coming right out.
Did it come right out?
And this is why I eat out of the garbage, folks. You don't have to wait for that.
That's where they got your food.
Good.
They were like, oh, fuck, this guy's still here.
Gene, I don't want to get you started.
Get me started.
What's going? Everybody again is. I don't know. As someone who works with people, everybody's now again is getting COVID again. Everybody's calling it. I have COVID. I can't make it in. I got a COVID scare. Everybody's getting COVID again. I never got vaxxed, and I got allegedly YouTube, and I got COVID once, and that was it. I feel like you're more susceptible to it now if you got the thingamajig.
You did, because as I said in a. What can you say? If I may give credit, Gino was right. It was I did several corollaries, and this was Steve's favorite. This was the iBlowbot corollary. And what I said was, in the movie iRobot, Steve, tell him the plot of iRobot.
Hold on, Emerald's cooking something.
Yeah.
Basically, the robots followed the 3 laws. And their job was to protect humans.
He's just putting whole onions on a tray.
I don't know what those are.
Put the fucking onions in there. Bam.
Look at that.
Going in the oven.
Loudmouth wop. No offense.
He's not even a wop. He's like fucking Portuguese.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he threw me. I always thought he was a Dago, but he's a Portuguesean.
Anyway.
Some kind of gumbo.
Anyway, what was the plot of iBlowbot, Steve?
There were a bunch of robots. One of them was gay, and
See,
Will Smith fucked the gay robot.
So what happened was, the robots were supposed to protect the humans, and they couldn't kill humans. They had to protect humans and whatever. But then, by the end of the movie, they're like, humans just keep killing each other. The only way to protect them is to control them, and sometimes you have to kill a few to protect the most. So what the vaccine did was, you had these cytokine storms and stuff. And what they were doing, once it gets in your body, like, we're going to stop COVID. And the body is so weak, especially from the vaccine, that after a while, people keep getting COVID. And after a while, they were like, you know what? The only way to protect everyone else from COVID is to kill this motherfucker and to keep giving him COVID. That's why these people fucking keep getting COVID that are vaccinated. And everyone with natural immunity, the purebloods, if you would, could give 2 fucks. Frankie got vaccinated because you can't get fucking, what did I say? You can't get autism. It's fucking horseshit. So yeah, it's coming back, but no one's going to be scared of it this time, are they?
Hold on. There's people falling on Steve's screen, and I have ADHD.
All right, let's take a look.
Watch out. Uh-oh, Frankie. Looks like Frankie's in action.
Yeah, this is Frankie's highlight reel.
Oh, God.
All the time he fuck people over.
Well, it's that time. We just send Frankie the fucking link. He's the real Frankie MacDonald. There you go.
Oh, there he is.
He's
real Frankie MacDonald.
Do you want to know what book I got? Oh, sorry, Steve.
Let's see this book.
I bought this book 11 years ago, and then I found out they had a 10th anniversary edition, so I mentioned it before. E
How
Square.
cheap is 10-year shipping?
Yeah.
Dude, I got it for free. I just had to wait 10 years till everyone was done reading it. It is the 10th anniversary of E Squared. It's a fantastic book. 9 do-it-yourself energy experiments that you can prove your thoughts really create your reality. There you go, guys. Isn't that great?
What is that?
What's that?
What's one experiment? Give us an example.
Yeah.
Dude,
You're just gonna start having a lab over there in that apartment?
No, I've done this before. It's fantastic. It's one experiment is I've said this countless times. Garrett loves this one. Money's like blood in the body. That was actually in E Cubed, where whenever you get a penny, whenever you find a penny, heads up, tails up, doesn't matter. You celebrate because the universe doesn't understand the value of money, but it just knows that you're happy to get money, and it will keep sending you money because you're grateful for it. Here, let's watch. Oh, you'll love the table of contents. These because it's like that's why I always said corollary. The dude abides principle, the Volkswagen Jetta principle, the Albie Einstein principle. The Volkswagen Jetta principle. You ready for this?
I thought you were kidding.
I'm not.
Celebrating pennies is a very Jewish thing to do, by the way.
No, it's not.
Are there any Jews here?
What's that?
Any Jews here?
There were no Jews in Jersey, just a
Frankie's
bunch of gays.
Hey.
Frankie's a Jew. That's why he crashed our market system, right, Frankie?
I did not crash the market system at all. I repeat, I did not crash the market system. I had a meeting. I had an interview with Steel Toe.
Slipped up.
This round 12 o'clock at noon in my area, 11 o'clock in his area. I told Steel Toe I did not cause the global stock market crash at all.
Whoa. Do you mean Aaron from Steel Toe? You were doing his show, buddy?
Wow. Right in your fat fucking face, Gene.
And when I was on that podcast, I told him I did not cause a global stock market crash at all.
Did he believe you?
Yeah.
He believed me.
Now, Frankie, how did he pay you for being on his show?
Steel Toe, not true.
I heard he had his Asian friend give you a hand job. I'm working on a bid here.
Yeah, before Steel Toe, I was on the Jake Hudson podcast.
Oh, wow.
I told Jake Hudson I did not cause the stock market crash at all either.
That's a show, let me tell you.
Every show is calling you now, Frankie, asking if you started the stock market crash?
I did not do it at all.
Frankie, that sounds odd to me.
I did not cause it.
When the Jake Hudson Network starts calling, you know you're doing well.
I told Steel Toe, I told Jake Hudson, I told you, I told Nelson Peabody.
Told them what? That you did it at all?
As for the hockey scores go, when the period's over and every hockey game go.
End of conversation. No more questions on this matter.
Now, I'm told Frankie was paid with a hand job for doing Steel Toe and Jake Hudson's show. Is that right, Frankie?
I was talking to him this morning. I told him I did not cause the stock market crash at all.
Did
I
they
paid
send
in
you
revenge
cocaine
porn?
in the mail?
What's that?
Frankie, did they send you cocaine in the mail to do the show?
Not true.
This is how they paid him, Frankie. We have Frankie getting paid for being on Steel Toe. Frankie, is this you?
And then Frankie.
Frankie, what are you doing here?
Who else but Frankie?
By the way, did we just get our
Hold on,
channel?
stop that software cost. $500 Stadium.
Am I even allowed to show that now that I think about it?
Probably not.
No.
Why? You couldn't see anything.
Good luck.
Frankie, you just got everything taken away from us.
Yeah. Fucking, we just took, like...
The onions are done.
Maybe I should have just described it. The Volkswagen Jetta principle, watch this. What do you think that is? Frankie, tell them what the Volkswagen Jetta principle is.
It's a big vehicle.
There you go. Anyone want to top that?
It's not that big of a vehicle.
What they're saying is...
medium-sized vehicle, and if you drive it long enough, you become gay.
You take out the canoodling. What was the rod, Garrett?
Knibbling pin.
Yeah. And you know what they say? If you drive with a bad knibbling pin, you get a lot of toxins. What's the main toxin you get from it?
Xenoninosis.
That's what ski mask has.
Means a lot to me. Garrett means a lot to me. Never means a lot to me. Miracles are like pimples because once you start looking at them, you find more than you ever dreamed you'd see. That's a quote. And basically, what they're saying is,
a minute.
Miracles are like pimples.
What the look? This book is wasted on you doofus head faces. All right, you're not going to get it.
There's
Frankie,
a limited amount of pimples you could see.
I don't have any pimples on my body.
Usually only a couple of. Yeah.
Does that mean I'm miracle free?
I don't know. You're lucky. I'm like 55, and I still get a pimple every now and then. Remember, we'll find that on the if you're on the $10 tier. Remember, like the pimple on my neck would start talking, the mouth would go sideways, it would get very yappy.
Yeah, you had very chatty zits.
Very chatty zits.
Miracles are like pimples.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a good book. I'm excited to read it.
What's another? What are the other theories? Volkswagens are gay.
Yeah, what did that have to do with Volkswagens?
Like once you fucking, it's like pick any color.
Every time it's a different thing. Every time you talk.
No, I mean
pick any color and drive a Volkswagen. If you get a pimple, it's good luck.
Okay.
You drive a Volkswagen with pimples.
So if you just think
probably gonna get laid.
If you look for a certain car, you'll just start seeing it. Like in this exercise, like if I look for a sunset beige car tomorrow, I'll find a whole bunch or something. I don't want to skip around chapters on this, but that's one of them. That's the stuff. But it's neat. It's like 10 experiments you can do.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that again because it was neat. It said 10-year anniversary, and then like you click on something to buy it, but you usually don't, or maybe usually do. Like I'll click on something, and it's like you last ordered this. It said I remember the date, September 24th or 21st of 2013. I'm like, wow.
That was a big yawn, Frankie.
Here's our boy.
You tired?
Frank, were you up early doing Steel Toe and Jake Hudson's show?
That's Jake Hudson and Steel Toe contacted me.
How long were you on the Steel Toe show, Frankie?
It's around in a few minutes.
Okay, it was just a smash. It was just a smash and grab, buddy.
And I was talking about I did not cause a global stock market crash at all. I told Steel Toe about this.
Well, is there any way you can fix the global stock market thing, Frankie? Maybe we can get a video of that by tomorrow. Can you fix it?
And they're fixing it now.
Frankie, my DraftKings stock is at an all-time low for me. Can you fix that?
And I told Steel Toe I did not cause it at all.
Okay.
Frankie, as I said yesterday, we have footage of you causing the global stock market crash. It's right here, Frankie. We've all seen it. It's
I did not cause it at all.
Like, Frankie, if you don't understand, that's you with a giant sack of cash. Okay? An absolute giant sack. You're saying that's not you, Frankie?
Somebody photoshopped my face onto somebody else's body. That's offer cost $500 Canadian.
So you're saying, oh my God, I literally just got a picture. So Frankie, you're saying right now, you're not sitting on a giant stack of money that you've taken from our fucking
it wasn't me. Somebody photoshopped my face onto somebody else's body.
I feel like if Frankie had a giant sack of money, he'd never take the money out of it. The same way all those souvenirs you gave him when you visited are just still in that Chargers backpack.
Yeah.
Like if you gave Frankie a bunch of gold bricks in a suitcase, he would just put the suitcase under his bed and never cash in.
So you're saying he's not one to hoard money like Scrooge McDuck, Steve?
No, that's exactly. Frankie is exactly Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, okay.
I did not cause a global market crash at all.
Scrooge McDonald.
Frankie, if you say
I told Steel Toe this morning.
So what is this then, Frankie? Can you explain what we're looking at here? Because to me that looks
Probably
like
Photoshop my face onto somebody else's body. That software costs $500 Canadian.
Oh, you get a lot of mileage out of that hat, my friend.
Money laundering at the chill zone, I see.
Not true.
But you know what that is, Garrett? That's money flowing to fucking Frankie in avalanches of a bunches.
It's
Am I right?
experiment 2.
Not true. Somebody photoshopped that software costs $500 Canadian.
Look,
Frankie, you're rich.
Frankie. Look, and it's you saying be prepared. Look at you. At the chill zone, no less. Look at all that. Those, I don't know what currency that is.
Frankie, those rupees?
And that software costs $500 Canadian.
Frankie,
That's no
can you
comment.
explain to me how in this giant pile of American $100 bills you got these $1,000 Taiwanese? I don't even know what they are. Where'd you get those, Frankie?
It's not true. Somebody photoshopped it. That software costs $500 Canadian.
So you're
I
saying
wasn't wearing this kind of shirt. Somebody photoshopped my head onto somebody else's body.
Do you have a collared shirt, Frankie?
No.
Really?
Not even.
What do you wear to funeral? What do you wear to funerals?
Frankie,
I had a darker shirt when I wore at my book launch in 2018.
yeah, that's
You
true.
have a suit, Frankie?
Last time I wore a suit and tie. That was the Sydney Academy graduation when I graduated from high school 20 years ago.
Do you still have the suit?
And Yusuf, it was returned.
That's a frugal man. That guy knows this. This is a guy that knows the economy. Now I'm starting to think he did have a hand in this collapse.
Frankie. Yeah, by the way, someone in the chat had a good point. There's no way that could be Photoshop, Frankie, because
Yes, it's Photoshop. It's advanced Photoshop. Somebody photoshopped my face on somebody else's body. It's a really advanced Photoshop. That software costs $500 Canadian.
But Frankie, my question to you is, how can someone buy Photoshop, right? How can
They buy software at Best Buy or Staples.
Yeah, but
How much?
how can they afford it, Frankie, when you're sitting
They
on
save
all
the money
right
themselves.
here? It seems like no one can afford Photoshop because you literally are sitting on all the money that people would use to buy Photoshop.
There's a lot of other guys saving money out there on
me.
Photoshop software.
Frankie, do you own the Chill Zone?
No.
Looks like you're putting a cash down payment on the Chill Zone.
Not true.
That seems true.
Yeah, who is this gentleman, Frankie?
It's just a guy, that is all.
Yeah, who is that? Hold on.
That sounds suspicious.
Why are there X's here, Frankie? It seems like X is here, and we'll see this tomorrow.
The picture was taken back in 2020.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
I think he's playing pocket pool.
By the way, this guy's got to be a millionaire because look, Frankie is literally sitting here with a pile of money. Doesn't even notice. He's like, "Ooh, ice cream." He literally doesn't even notice all the money Frankie's sitting on.
Not true. Somebody photoshopped my face onto somebody else's body. That software costs $500 Canadian.
Frankie doesn't even feel like saying it anymore.
By the way, Frankie, you're coughing.
I wish.
Frankie,
Hey, Frankie, you need a new line.
yeah, Frankie, Mr. Nobody
Make it 600.
could only give $2 because you stole all
There's
the
a lot of people buying Photoshop software out there at Staples and Best Buy. There's a lot of guys out there.
I gotta
about
be
girls?
quite frank with you, Frankie. I think you are lying.
Yeah.
I think nobody has Photoshop except for graphic design professionals, and you
There's
have
a
a bunch
guys
of
out there
money in a
buying
pile in front of the Chill
professional
Zone.
Photoshop software at
No.
Staples and Best Buy.
Nope, nobody has that. They don't sell
There's
it
some
anymore.
individual out there.
No individuals.
Next time I'm on this, I'll do it remotely, and I'll go to Staples, and we'll check in on the prices of Photoshop software. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. Something's fishy over there in Canada, Frankie, and I think it's you.
They get Best Buy down in the States too.
That's a good point. All right, you're turning me around.
Yeah, Frankie, you're winning us over with this. By the way, anyone want to see Frankie? Frankie, where are you right now? Are you in Canada?
Yes, I'm in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
So you're sure you're not at my next door neighbors, Frankie?
Wait a minute. I'm in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Come on. How many people, Frankie? Because I swear I can hear you behind this brick wall. You're sure you're not in the neighbors, Frankie?
No.
All right. All right. Let me see how long it takes me to set this stupid bit up. Are you sure, Frankie?
I'm
What's
sure
that?
I'm not there.
Hold on, because Andrew Herbert says, I should have read that first. Frankie, I have a feeling that you're right next door to me.
I'm not next door to Gino. That
All right.
means
Does it
I'm in
stink
Sydney,
like
Nova Scotia.
cigars?
Frankie, oh, I got it. Frankie, if you're not next door to me, here's what I want you to do. Make a siren sound, and I'll see if I can't hear it from next door.
Is this going to be him getting his dick tugged up?
Frankie, Oh, I didn't have the sound on. Damn it.
It's a video edited software.
Send me the link.
Who else but Frankie?
Might not have been as good as the pile of money. Might not have been might not have been as good a pile of money.
Frankie, are there any Jews in Canada?
And they're still around.
Yeah, still for now, right, Frankie?
I think Frankie's hunting Jews with that big pile of money is what I think.
Not true.
Uh-oh. Frankie, quick, do the siren. Do the siren.
Yeah, it's an edited voice.
All right. Well, look, it has been a fun 90 minutes, but we have shit to do. Garrett and Steve, 8 o'clock tonight.
Word up.
Yeah.
Holla.
Fuck yeah, boys. I'm going to be over at Impound Media drinking with Rich Carucci at 7. You know who might come by? I said it earlier. You guys weren't here yet. Thanks. And thank you for coming by.
Tom Hanks.
Jimmy Schwartzman, who never fucked a child. Never fucked a child. He's coming to the cabaret if everything works out. Stencilicious, where will you be next?
I will be at youtube.com/skimassmedia, patreon.com/skimassmedia, and yeah, I'm bigger than ever! The truth teller of the podcast world. Oh, what a fun time, Gene. I didn't even realize the show,
tonight,
90 minutes went by.
8 o'clock, bottom, Garrett and Steve, starring Steve. Look at that.
And Emerald Lagasse.
And Garrett. And of course, I cut Steve out first. I'm sorry, buddy.
Gino, you got to talk to Nick, and maybe in September you start doing like in-person weekly something, and if we have a schedule, I'll be happy to come down like old
times. How fun would that be? And I know you guys are busy. We'll see how your schedule plays out. But I'm going and see that guy. What's it called again?
Offside Tavern, great bar. They got one in Long Island.
That's right. Aaron Steele told Mrs. Chino.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure he does. And like it'd be fun if we could start like a monthly or like a weekly in hot water live, just all of us.
Yeah.
Around. Well, Frankie is already down here. But yeah, whatever. I'm gonna look at the bar Wednesday. I'll keep you posted. And I think that's everything, right, guys?
That's it.
That's all the things.
All right, hold on. Let's end the stream and dance. That is in hot water for fucking Tuesday, August 6th. Happy birthday, Danielle DeLeo. There you go. Hey, everyone. We're out.